We're almost an endangered species. We are diminishing in our number, and there aren't people going forward. So I was born on a dairy farm. Dairy farming has been intrinsic in our family for generations. Farming is always full of challenges, and the autumn before last we did virtually no autumn planting at all, and so currently we're having to buy in all the feed for our cows. It's cost us probably £80,000–90,000. That's slightly the worry of farming, is that it's so uncertain, and the pressures, you never know where they're going to come from. We are shut down more often than we are free of TB. The year just before the cold came in, we lost 12 cows. You know, for a herd of our size, that's a lot of cows, and I did think this isn't sustainable. Farm profits work out approximately £130 an acre. That's my wife, myself, and my daughter. What is it? It's a living, it's a way of life. It's not really making sufficient return for the investment we're having to make. The investment we're making is coming from our diverse businesses. Whilst it's a reality and we're happy to do that, there are a lot of businesses who don't have the ability to diversify. Farming needs to generate the income to sustain itself. You can see that we are investing. The robots was a huge investment. We're now investing in robotic scrapers, and it all has to be paid for. And if we're not making a profit out of producing milk, then what's the point?
But obviously that needs to be out of the way when the pump gets lifted out. I started doing the bookkeeping because my parents were having a lot of problem with labour. I love it as a sort of way of life and as a job, how varied it is, how much you're outside, how physical it is.
Would you be able to take it over with the Inheritance Act?
I don't know, I haven't done the sums yet. It's really hard to plan at the moment because there isn't a lot of guidelines. They're not coming out till July, and they've backdated everything, so you can't make any gift payments now. So they've sort of trapped us. There's a sort of lack of understanding really of how that's going to impact everyone. We've always looked after the land that we've got because it is that resource that you pass on, and that's that resource you use. So you're producing a good product, you're looking after the environment, you're looking after your animals, you're doing everything that you can. And you need food to eat.
At the moment, it's sort of government policy that is the most depressing and worrying, and we have a government that doesn't seem to care or understand or is indifferent. The Inheritance Act policy is going to make it much harder for the current families to continue. It's doing nothing to attract more people in. As a principle, they recognise that we don't make money out of owning a herd of cows. We make money because we milk them. But we don't pay tax on that difference because the government recognise that that is an asset that we are using to produce a product that we sell, and we're taxed on that. Why can't they accept this principle that the land we own is an asset we are using and holding to produce food? It's not a great place to be in terms of thinking about the future. And there's a limited amount that those of us left can expand and get bigger and produce more. They need to be careful what they're doing because they need to look at things like TB, it's things like regulations and inheritance tax, because you're going to push farmers out of business.